Yeah. Hoodie. Woo. Yo. I try to tell your ass before, but you just ain't listen. Now I'm the reason that you pissed in like Blake Griffin. You say I spend way too much time around these fake bitches, but every time I shoot my shot, you know I ain't missing. I'm Horace Grant with the goggles, baby, great vision. It's supercalifragilistic, that's how I'm living. I mean, it's always poppin' around me, girl. But I ain't tryna brag, it's nothing but a hobby, girl. I'm icy like a hockey player, more connected than the mayor. Fuck it, I swear everyone I know is tryna do me favors. Never thought I'd be a player, tryna find my own Zendaya. If you walk away right now, I wouldn't even blame you. It go like this, a hell of a try. You fall in love and I don't reply. It's probably cause I'm scared to admit I don't know why love even exists. I'm just trying to be faithful, I'm always respectful. She asks how you feeling, I tell her successful. The ice on my wrist permanent, ain't a rental. I'm so generous, they compare me to Kendall. I'd buy you the world if you let me. She says she down for a good time in Tempe. I tell her, girl, don't you tell me. We go straight to ASU, say I really like the view. We can kick it on the beach, maybe grab a bite or two. Get you backstage pass when I'm playing Bonnaroo. But this love won't last, something bittersweet and true. I just gotta break it down for you. It go like this, a hell of a try. You fall in love and I don't reply. It's probably cause I'm scared to admit I don't know why love even exists. It go like this, a hell of a try. You fall in love and I don't reply. It's probably cause I'm scared to admit I don't know why love even exists. I don't know why love even exists. You send me letters, you still with the kiss. All of the times and the texts that I missed. I don't know why love even exists. I said I don't know why. 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 I don't know why.
Said she brought a friend, cause we gotta make room. Penthouse suite, yeah, we got a great view. Saw it in my mind and it all came true. You said you love me, I guess that makes two. I've been on a wave, you can ride with a jet ski. Boy, your own thing, I just Wayne Gretzky. All I'm tryna be is the best me, yeah. All I'm tryna be is the best me, yeah. I hope that I'm near it, my heart and my spirit. I see it the clearest. I'm on the way, like ooh, 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 ooh. Lost myself and that's the usual. I can't help it if I lose you. Bring me down, down, like ooh, ooh.
What's up, y'all? That song was Gretzky. Y'all ready for some of that mafia sauce? Look at this. 14 votes, and we got the Dolphins and the Chiefs neck and neck. Listen, I'm anxious to get to the Bills-Steelers game, and here's why. That's the next one. They did all the AFC games first this year, and then the NFC games at the end. I don't know if I love the matchups this year. I don't know if I love the schedule. Mostly because I'll be at wrestling when the Bills play their game. But let me finish this beer real quick. All right, don't worry. Have no fear. I have a fresh one right here. I'm not done. So I'm going to start the note out on this. I got to say, the Bears are in control of Caleb Williams. The Bears are in control of Caleb Williams' future because this is what it is. USC QB Caleb Williams wants assurance He wants the Bears to let him know that they will be trading the first overall pick before declaring for the draft. Williams and his camp have no interest playing in Chicago. Look, I just messaged someone that loves Caleb Williams, loves him. He's in our group. I won't say a name. But he's like, Eli Manning did the same thing. No, he didn't. Eli Manning got drafted. And also, he had already declared for the draft. And now you can declare for a draft, and if you're not drafted, or you can rescind your declaration and go back to college now. You couldn't do that before. Once you declared for the draft and you got an agent, you were done. You're done. But now, is that a spoof account? Is it? I wondered that. I just got that in between breaks. I didn't have time to really I didn't really have time to go investigate a little bit. Oh, so James sent it to me. So, but the thing is this. Did he really come out and say he wants part ownership in a team? By the way, this mafia sauce tastes like butthole. I've never officially eaten butthole, but I would imagine that that's what butthole might taste like. It's not good. But my sister got it for me for my birthday, or for Christmas, I mean. So I'm going to drink it. So anyhow, we got to show. Jeff Kellington sent me a shot video, and you know how we roll here. So let's get Jeff on screen and see what he has to say.
Hey, Mikey. Good to have you back breaking again.
Good to have you back.
Missed a lot of last week because I was out skiing with the girls.
You didn't miss anything.
Got my buddies in this one. Danny, Herzog, and Bobby.
No, 3 of those are your boys.
All of them kayak fishing, so it's good to have another hobby where we can get online and be a bunch of fools, act like a bunch of kids again. But cheers, Blazing. Happy New Year. Let's go 2024.
Amen, Jeff. Love it.
Go Bears.
Go Bills. I was about to say go Bills. I love it. Go Bills. Ooh, that stuff is so bad. Tastes about as bad as a Josh Allen turnover. That beard is epic, isn't it? Chris, that's my fear. I do feel like Caleb Williams has the same mentor. Who's mentoring this dude? Antonio Brown? Is that where this guy is at right now? Is he on the Antonio Brown path to NFL? Do you know what I mean? Come on. Someone step up and tell this guy that he needs to do... Look, I don't watch a lot of college football, but I follow stats a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the guy didn't have the most stellar season in college football history, right? Again, I heard his team was a little subpar. They played some, tough squads, but he lost some games that he should have won. And say what you will about, I hear these arguments, well, college defenses sometimes are trickier than NFL, but the players are faster. The players are better. And they are going to be better. And he just seems, this is what I said, he just seems like a headache. Let's get is that a kaboom? I don't know. Let's get a kaboom. So I found these loose in the wild today on my hunt. I tried to get us some no huddle to no avail. Even the hobby shop that usually gets a bunch, I went to him. He's like, dude, I got 1 box allocated. He's like, it's gone. I'm not selling it. He's like, I'm opening it. I was like, all right. No, my other 2 hobby shops did not get any locally. The one far away, I didn't go to that one. That's an hour and a half away. He lost those games in at least 3 cases, and that's the thing. I didn't watch his games, James, so I don't know. But I would say that a quarterback of epic proportions would be the guy wow, his team sucked, but he found a way to win those games. I feel like he is a headache. I said to James, I said, I'm glad our team has a quarterback. Everyone can pick fun. There's a Michael Mayer, Red Hot Rookies. Everyone can pick fun at Allen's turnovers. It's fine. I mean, we've won the division 4 years in a row. It's not like we have a down division. Dolphins are strong. It's nice Anthony Richardson, Gridiron Kings. Pulling a lot of him. It's not like the Dolphins are bad. The Jets, although they lost Rodgers, have been competitive. I would say we are the 3rd weakest division in the league, but still, it's not like when the Patriots won it for years and years, and there was no talent on any of the other teams. Guys, get your votes in because we got to get through a couple breaks here. Marvin Mims and Eric Gray, red frame. Dolphins are strong, and that's about where it ends. The Jets, listen, next year the Jets will be scary. I think Caleb Williams, if he does declare, I was telling this to James, I believe. I think Mayo and the Patriots will take him. He'll be Mayo's little boy toy. And they'll go 4-13. And he'll be like, I want to trade. He got it fixed. I'm working with Slam. I got you. Slam and I are talking. He's close. So he got his truck fixed, but he needs like a molded, like the plow he got won't fit on the truck he got fixed, but he's working on it. So we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. I think he was in. Oh, he got in one of the playoff things I saw. All right, come on downtown. It did not. I didn't talk to him today. Dude, he just spent oh man, that's the last thing that dude needed. Thanks for letting me know, Jeff, because I got to reach out to him then. Man, that dude has had the worst luck. Listen, all I know is that his Lions better win. I don't think we have any Rams fans in here besides Chris Taylor's dad. I know that his freaking Lions better win. He's last I talked to him, he was holding on to those tickets and not letting them go. And he was going to still go to the game. He didn't want to have to sell them. Oh, we got a little something in here. All right, after this blaster, we're going to go ahead and close up that poll. Michael Mayer, Rich Eisen. And we're going to go, for those of you who don't know what's going on with the poll, if you're in any of tonight's break, and that includes, do we have spots in the last one left? We have a 20 per spot left, which we're also giving away postseason FanDuel spots and all that good stuff. But if you guys hit 4 out of 6, I'm going to random $50 credit to anyone in tonight's breaks. If you guys go 5 out of 6, now these aren't like it's one or the other. You can't do the 50, then the 100, and then the 200. But if you get 5 out of 6, I will random off a $100 credit to someone in tonight's breaks. And if you guys get 6 out of 6 correct, I will random up $200 credit. Now, even if you're not in a break, you can still vote. All right, we're going off total votes in the group. So get your vote in. There's a Don Beebe. Benton, we pulled his autograph tonight, didn't we? Or no, we pulled his silver tonight. And there's a Tyler Lockett. So the Dolphins and the Chiefs game has me feeling a lot like the Bills. We're going to talk about him real quick. If I'm a Chiefs fan, I know we should win that. I know that we are at home. I know we have the better quarterback. But with the weather, the run game scares me. Now, I don't know how the Chiefs' run defense is. They're probably, they're probably close to us. But what scares me is the same thing that scares me with the Steelers. And I know everyone's going to be like, oh, the Bills got upset. If we lose, listen, I mean, it's our fault. But the weather is against us. It favors the Steelers so much. And you know what? Good. Miles Adams Sanders. That's a full name card, isn't it? There we go for Carolina. And no excuses. We got to win in any weather. If you can't beat the Steelers, who I said earlier was the weakest team in the playoffs, I just it would be devastating. But I have this PTSD of when I went to that Pats-Bills game a couple years ago with my brother and sister, and we lost to the Pats and Mac Jones with 3 passes because we could not stop the running back. All right, it's 59-41 with 17 votes. You guys went Dolphins. My pick, and I know Chiefs fans are going to be like, it's because you're a Bills fan. Look, do you want my honest take on this? I know you're not going to believe this, but I hate the Dolphins more than I hate the Chiefs. And it's not because of the Dolphins. I like their coach. I like their players. Dolphins fans are even more annoying than Chiefs fans. I don't even think Chiefs fans are annoying. They're not bad. They like to tease the Bills, be like, hey, congratulations on your regular season Super Bowl anytime we beat them. But I get that. They're not wrong. But the Dolphins fans don't shut up. And, dude, Josh Allen owns them. What is he, 10-2? Nick, I'm thinking about it. But let me tell you why I don't love those big Super Bowl breaks. I'd rather have a night like we did tonight, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, next game up is going to be, you know what it is. Steelers and Bills. Are you guys ready for this one? We got to get these in. This will be the last one for this break. Who wins? Steelers going to the Bills. Negative, what is it? Or not negative. 40-mile-per-hour winds. They're paying people $20 an hour to shovel. My dad had to practically give his front row tickets away. Nobody wants to go to that game. It's like every expert has the Bills still winning. It scares me a little bit, guys. I'm a Bills fan, and I'm a little scared. The weather favors. Let's do one of these Pro Set Metal boxes in between. The weather favors the Steelers, in my opinion, boys. So, Nick, the reason I don't like those big Super Bowl breaks, we've done them for the last how many years? And it's usually like 100, 150. I think we've done up to, I don't think we ever did a 200 spot. I think 150 is the biggest we did. And they've always been less fruitful than just the smaller breaks. Like, I just feel like we do this big break. Half the teams are pissed because they got a shitty team. And the other half that got a good team doesn't hit a great card. The shitty teams that get one. So what I would like to do is a plethora, maybe like one auction break, a random break, a PYT break, maybe like, some odds and ends, and just rip Dorn that night, But we're going to continue to work on breaks Dorn playoffs. Kayvon Thibodeau for the Giants out of 25, going out to James Eisman. But what do you guys think? Would you rather a big break? Do you guys want to do like 100? Money does stretch a little further than it did the last couple of years. But like, do you really want like a $7,500 break? What if you get a shitty team? I just never love those. People are like, random them up like halfway through. That's only on like $1,000 breaks where you have case breaks and stuff like that. Like each case, Adonai Mitchell, 3 out of 5. I'm open to ideas though, Nick. We could do like some sort of tournament style. We could do serial numbers. I'm open to it. I'm open to ideas. Adonai Mitchell is going to be a NIL, so we're going to have to random that. This is crazy. This is technically, it's 2022, so. We could do a bigger break. So we could do one bigger like $50 break. But again, it doesn't stretch real far. Tyler Van Dyke out of 40. I'm afraid to look at this poll. So again, NIL. We'll have some randoms at the end. And for the Kansas City Chiefs, George Karlaftis, 2 out of 40. So you're like on my page, Jeff. Like do a little variety. Let's have a fun night. I like to do something with some contests and things like that. Tanner McKee goes out to the Philadelphia Eagles out of 30. Let me double check that. So how many? I know we have at least one Cowboys fan in here. He's a new guy tonight. This goes out to the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's, let me look at the names here. Mike Herlambis, are you in here? He's a Cowboys fan. He's new. Do you want to know? Someone asked me what my upset of the weekend is. I said it's kind of weird. I have this weird, crazy, long shot upset that the NFC East is out of the playoffs after this weekend. And for the Jets, I think on a trade, Don. Don, listen, you don't have to be a psycho for the playoffs. You do get yourself a nice Garrett Wilson there. You know what? And it's not like you had Burrow and you missed it. You made a good run. You were missing Mixon for some weeks. You were missing Chase for some weeks. Burrow went down. You gave us a scare. You know, honestly, if we don't lose that game and we don't lose to the Broncos, we're pushing for the 1 seed. You know, there were some games along the way that Bengals game really had me angry. Not with you guys. I said this to someone today. The Bengals fans are probably the nicest fans I've ever met. Like, my brother, like, normally I keep my mouth shut at away games, but I was poking the bear a little bit. I noticed how nice they were, so I was like, go Bills! Like, to all the Bengals fans are like, yeah. And, like, even when they won, they weren't, like, turning around going, we crush you, we could, like, they could have ran their mouth. They were nice people. I felt like I was, like, you know how, like, the persona of Canadians, like, oh, yeah. Yeah, it was like Bengals fans are like, this is not real life. These guys can't be this nice. So it was wild. I will tell you this. I feel like Bengals won me over a little bit too, Don. Like, if the Bills weren't in it, I'd be rooting for the Bengals because there's no fan base that I can tolerate, like listen, I understand why people hate Bills fans. The mafia is annoying. We pour mustard and ketchup on ourselves. We jump through tables. We light ourselves on fire. We do all this crazy, stupid shit. And yet, like, I'm like, oh, we're a great fan base. We hate ourselves more than we hate other teams, I'll tell you that. Cam Smith, there's a Brett Favre with the Disco Prism. What do we got here? How about a Tank Dell? I know I have some Texans fans very upset. It's hard to feel bad for you when this guy cost me essentially fantasy playoffs. But Houston Texans going out to Frank Bernath, a dude that reached out to me a bit. Oh, speaking of Frank reached out to me before I was sick and said, hey, when are we doing NT Baseball? Like, the day I got sick, I was like, dude, I ain't going to be breaking today. Little did I know it would be a week hiatus that it hit me that hard. I'm still suffering a little bit, fighting through it with some beers and shots today. But I got to say, I just ordered 2 cases of National Treasures Baseball. I love that product. And the reason I didn't post the pictures yet, but I took these pictures and I'm like, man, Chronicles and NT Baseball are just disgusting, dude. We have pulled remarkable hits out of these products. I'm like, at the price we're paying for them, why are we not doing it more? Elijah Dotson. So I was like, you know what? I'm ordering more of this. We'll do it 1 box at a time. There's a Brian Burns. We'll do it 1 box at a time, and we'll just a Yaya Diaby orange disco and a Patrick Willis. Tank Dell to me is the best up and coming receiver. He's like your Justin Jefferson, your Jamar Chase, your guys that you want. Your guys that you want to have in dynasty leagues, and I have them in 2 of mine, and I'm just like, thank freaking goodness. You guys are really 60-40 on the Bills Steelers. I'm going to be honest, that's kind of where I'm at in my head. It's not pessimist, it's just a reality of the run game and the run defense. And Dotson, I don't know. Let me look at Terrell Dotson's playing. Or is it Terrell Dotson? I forget his first name. I know it's Dotson. Yeah, Tyrell Dotson. Let me see. Bills injury report looks rough ahead of wild card showdown with Steelers. Oh man, he's not ruled out yet, but he's still questionable. Gabe Davis and Tyler Rapp are out. Tyler Rapp's the one that sealed the deal against the Dolphins. Yeah, we won't know till tomorrow where he's really at. So, anyhow, I see the 60-40. Get your votes in, though, because after this box, we are going to I'll do 1 more. That way, in case I forget later. Jaylen Warren, he terrifies me. I think that Najee Harris terrifies me a bit in the snow more than Jaylen Warren. I think Najee Harris is like a powerful back. Jaylen Warren's more of the slippery, like sneaky one that bothers me. But Najee Harris is a strong back. I watched that dude live with Jamie against the Seahawks, Steelers-Seahawks. Jamie and I watched him and Najee Harris, that is. And I bet a $50 bet on him to score a touchdown. He scored. We were front row for that game, and he scored right in front of us. And I was like, man, like I love that dude. I think they underutilize him. I do. KJ Osborne, Orange Disco, Deontay Johnson, and I think the one thing that helps is there's a Bryce Young rookie, Tariq Woolen Silver. Look at that for the Carolina Panthers going out to Jeremy. So we got the Green Pulsar Richardson in the last break. We got the Orange Disco Bryce Young this break. I mean, think about that. We got two of the top rookies. Khalil Herbert for the Bears. And a Quentin Johnston. I'm big on this guy, too. I know the Chargers fans are kind of indifferent about him. But truthfully, I think he's solid. I do like that. I don't know if this is a newer thing or just social media has presented itself a little bit more. But I will say I do like that we already know the home and away schedules. I wish some of the dates would come out a little sooner. My brother and I always go to an away game, and we were both saying I think so. Indianapolis and Houston, we have the AFC South on our our extra. We play all the AFC South teams, and I'm a little. That's the two we're leaning toward, depending on dates. It's the Indianapolis game. I really want to see Lucas Oil, but Houston Texans. Has anyone ever been to Houston Texans Stadium? Now, if it's close, like if the Indianapolis game's later in the winter, I don't want to go there in the cold. I'll just go to Houston. But they do play. I guess Josh Long wants me to take him to the Niners game in Buffalo. I told my brother, I was like, I guess I'm going to the Niners game this year. Is he that style, Ryan? Daniel, so is the stadium pretty cool? Like, let me ask you this, have you been to other stadiums? How does it compare? So we've been to Rams, we've been to Cleveland, I've been to Philly, I've been to the Giants and Jet Stadium, I've been to Tennessee, obviously I've been to Buffalo. I think there's one more in there mixed in. I can't think of right now. LA's by far the most biggest, you look at it, you're like, wow. But Tennessee's kind of like Buffalo. Oh, it's the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has the most history in it. I was to Cincinnati this year. Cincinnati was cool. We had a bad experience getting into the stadium. We didn't really get to enjoy the whole element of it. Man, expensive is not that. Listen, when I go to a game, I expect expensive. Well, that's my one thing, Nick. I don't hunt. I tell my wife this. I don't hunt. I don't really go to Las Vegas. I don't go to bachelor. I've never been a bachelor party dude. Even in my prime, I was never I don't hunt. I don't go to cabins. I don't really go on vacations with my friends. I go to one away game a year with my brother, and man, it's. I try to sneak in an extra one if I can. Jeff, you're kidding me. Hey, how was Tampa Bay and how was Atlanta and how was Kansas City? So Kansas City is the one. We play Kansas City at home this year. I might have to go to that. All right, guys. We're going to close up the Bills Steelers 60-40. Get another one in before I open this. I have the cards right here. Sorry. So you guys got Bills. Let's get one more in. Let me pull it up. What's the first NFC game? Dude, I'm curious to see where you guys are in this. This has been the hardest schedule, in my opinion, to guess the games. I'm excited for our first week of postseason FanDuel. But who wins? Packers at Cowboys. And listen, let's not forget, kind of an underlying story that no one's talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I haven't heard this being brought up yet. Maybe you guys have. Mike McCarthy came from the Packers. That's long displaced. That's Aaron Rodgers displaced. That's Devontae Adams displaced, past Super Bowls. He's been in Dallas now for a while. he's more of a Dallas. You know, you think of Mike McCarthy, you do think of Dallas now, but he was Green Bay, correct? It's kind of like this like old homecoming kind of thing, or them coming to him. He's got a lot to prove. If he loses to Green Bay, I love this whole Bill Belichick to the Dallas Cowboys scenario. I think Jerry Jones has had it. He's got maybe the most eclectic, not to name play off the book, but most eclectic receiver ever. I mean, he's doing Irvin dirty. He is doing who's Dez Bryant right now? Who's Dez Bryant? You got Michael Irvin, like he's passing Michael Irvin. And then you got, like, you already got rid of Zeke, right? You got Dak. His time's about to be up if you don't figure something out soon. I just think it's like, it's now. All right, I want to read these messages. Casey is huge, loud, and most crowd I've ever seen. Bucks is like a party, shut down the streets. Ooh, that's where I want to go. Fan zone, 100%. All right. The Packers. You still think of him as a Packers head coach? Ravens and Bengals game in Baltimore is a wild atmosphere. So I've never been to Baltimore, but they have all purple seats, and I've always wanted to go there. It kind of looks like James Madison University a little bit. Atlanta, the old Atlanta, Cincinnati, Detroit, Carolina, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Chicago, and Tampa. Damn, Larry, you got it. Larry, man, we got to meet up for a game here. All right, here we go. Get those votes in. Wow, you guys really have Cowboys winning that. Y'all don't believe in love? No love for love? Cameron Rising, first one up. Wow, I thought this is like our biggest blowout yet. Cameron Rising is still for the Utah Utes. It's going to be an NIL. It's going to be our third one that we're going to random up. And the next one up is going to be for the Jets to go with your Garrett Wilson, Don. You're getting a little Sauce Gardner, 14 out of 15. Garrett and Sauce. You got Don. You're bringing it in, man. With the Jets. On the trade, too. Larry living that bachelor life. Larry, I got to say, man. Like you always see those silly like Facebook quizzes and tests. Larry might win an award for most like quizzes filled out. Chris Aladukin. I think that's the Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. And that is numbered out of 40. Let's see what else we got in here. For the Washington Commanders, they got rid of, what's his name? The coach, not Pereira. That's just, Ron Rivera. Brian Robinson for the Washington Commanders, 9 out of 20. Ron Rivera, former Carolina Panthers coach, now former Washington Commanders coach. I mean, what are they doing there? Is it moving on from Sam Howell? They got you said the second pick of the draft? Do they go after Caleb Williams? Max Johnson, 10 out of 25. Max Johnson, it's a Carolina Tar Heel. Georgia, LSU, Texas A&M. He's been all over. He can't find where he wants to play. It's going to be an NIL. It's random in. For the Atlanta Falcons for now, 5 out of 30. They're on the coach hunt too. There we go. Desmond Ridder. If CJ doesn't pull it off tomorrow, I owe Larry $20. Man, you guys took the Browns over the Texans. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I asked my brother and dad the same questions. I said, who would you rather play, the Texans or the Browns? They said Texans. I said, who would you rather play, the Browns or the Dolphins? They said the Browns. Who would you rather play, the Dolphins or the Chiefs? They said the Dolphins. Who would you rather play, the Chiefs or the Ravens? They said the Chiefs. And I got to be honest, outside of the Chiefs, Dolphins maybe being teetered, I got to agree, man. In a perfect scenario for us, the Texans win. We win. We play the Texans. Dolphins beat the Chiefs. Dolphins go against the Ravens, upset the Ravens, and we have an AFC Dolphins-Bills AFC Championship in Buffalo, and it would terrify me because I don't know if we can beat them again for a third time. Again, a lot's going to happen. We may not beat the Steelers tomorrow. I'm going to be honest. Anyone want to take a shot with me? We got 2 more breaks after this. Did we fill that 20 spot yet? Anyone want to take a shot with me? You guys said go Texans, but y'all got Browns. But that was the closest one yet. You guys are killing it on this Cowboys. We got 12 votes, and it's 92-8. It makes me want to call that the upset special. I'm curious now. I can't wait to get to the next break and ask you about the Eagles. I mean, is it true? Like, have you guys heard this? Is it true that A.J. Brown deleted all his Eagles stuff and didn't show up to practice today? Is that a real thing? A.J. Brown just didn't show up to practice today and deleted all his Instagram on the Eagles? Like, if that's true, and Jalen Hurts is like a broken thumb, like, what the heck is going on? This is the absolute... And if that's true, Sirianni should be fired. Even if he wins a game or two, like, just get rid of him. Like, you don't want to start the season... outside of a Super Bowl win, or even I would say an NFC Championship. You get to the NFC Championship with all this shit going on, you've proved you can weather a storm. But if the Eagles even lose next round, right? They have to, and there's out of 150 Devonta Smith. If the Eagles don't get to the NFC Championship, to me, Sirianni's got to go and bring in Vrabel. That's a perfect scenario for him. Brian Burns, mini out of 5. 2 out of 5 for the Carolina Panthers. Brian Burns. Chris, I haven't been on my, I honestly haven't been on my phone much. Someone showed that to me. And again, same thing with James sending me that other thing. I haven't been looking, I haven't been perusing. It's I gotta say, I appreciate when you guys send me stuff. Because sometimes it's the only way I see things. I use an app called The Score. It's pretty popular. I'm sure a lot of you guys have it. And I sign up for the push notifications on that. And I sign up for all NFL breaking news. And honestly, that's where I get my first breaking notifications. Oftentimes, I'll message Chris, and we have an update squad chat. There's a Hendon Hooker. And I'll be like, where'd you see it? I'm like, I just got a notification on it. Earl Campbell, Mike Ditka, Jim Kelly. See that picture of Jim Kelly getting an autograph from John Elway? Dalvin Cook out of 299. It goes to the Vikings now, or Ravens, though. It's in his pro uni. Tyree Wilson out of 100. We got another little mini coming up here. Who is it? Jalen Hyatt for the Giants. Going to be out of 125 going out to the New York Giants. James Eisman. Wow, 2 nice minis. And a bronze coming up. Who's the bronze? Anthony Richardson. And another... Oh, that we already had this. Tyree Wilson. That's the one out of 100. Jeff Kellington bringing all these boys in here. You get your boys to take some shots with me, Jeff. I would like to take another little mafia sauce. So you guys clearly have the Cowboys over the Packers. Like I said, I want to get to the other games. We'll save them for the other breaks. We have 2 more games to get to. You have the Browns, the Dolphins, the Bills. Again, if you're in any of tonight's break, including the last one we just filled, and we get 4 out of 6, you're going to get... Someone in these breaks is going to get $50 credit. If 5 out of 6, I'm going to random $100 credit. And 6 out of 6, I'm going to give you $200 credit to one person in these breaks tonight. Who said that? James, I just said tonight. Listen, man, it's one of those things you once you're married, when you're dating, you can bring that up. I tried bringing it up married. Whoa, hold on before I get to there. Minnesota Vikings. Sinek with the out of 65, Alan Page. And Sinek, I think I have your package to ship out yet. I'll try to sneak this in because I wanted to confirm your address. But there we go. I shipped over 130 packages a day. By the way, the reason I didn't break yesterday, I was back on my feet yesterday, but I refused to break till we got shipping out. I know I was a bit behind. You have to forgive me. Holidays, card show, sickness, it all added up. I was like, I will not break until shipping's out. There's sometimes people are like, oh, we don't care. I'm like, that ain't the point. Dare to tear for the Vikings, Sinet. Buffalo Butthole. Who are you, wetsuit? Who are you, wetsuit? I mean, I always listen. I had a friend over today. There's a Will Levis. I had a friend over today. He's like, "Why do you send messages to everyone?" I'm like, and Matt goes, "Well, because everyone changes their address all the time." I was like, "Well, that's one of the reasons." Oh, James, did you get a message today? Check your messages. Oh, yeah, I did. I still have yours here with a big X over it that says change address. You messaged me after I sent you tracking, right? I had to refund it because you're like, don't, like you said, like you can still send it. I have an address change. And I was like, I didn't resend it out. I have to send yours out tomorrow, but yeah. Okay, yep, we're good. Darnell Washington for the Pittsburgh Steelers going out to Nick Hughes. There you go, Nick. We got to listen, man. Jamie, I'm going to tell you, man, this is how much I am a fan of our group. We got a fan member, a Blazing fan member. He's going to the Steelers game. He's like, can you give me any tips on tickets and stuff? So we were able to hook him up with some tickets today. This is before I knew my dad was selling his, like, for this cheap. He had them a lot higher, and then the weather hit, and I was like, man, I wish I would have sold him these. Andre Carter II. Zay Flowers out of 249. But anyhow, I was like, man, I can't believe I'm helping a Steelers fan get into our stadium. Dude, look at this for the San Francisco 49ers. Mike, new guy. Vernon Davis, one of the greats. Out of 100. 84 out of 100. Vernon Davis holographs. There you go. Mike, I don't know if you're in here. That is a sick looking card. Vernon Davis. Let's get that up here. Sorry, Vernon. You're great, but you got to share it with these Jets players up here. OG tight end. OGTE. That's right. Keishawn Butte for the Patriots. Jalen Hyatt prize prospect. So we did get both autos out of there. And that is all she wrote for that. All right, guys. We got one more eclectic box to go. Those of you hanging out and talking. Listen, it's so nice to have you guys back. I told my wife, I said, I'm lonely this week. I'm lonely. I don't have my friends. Yeah, you guys are my friends. Listen, I know you pay to be here, but part of the reason I try to do breaks as cheap as I can because, you know, it means you have to hang out with me and you have to listen to me. But after this breaks down, we have another one of these, and then we have that 20th spot. I'll try to random in between. But don't forget, at the end of this, I have a couple cards to random up, so if you didn't get a hit, everyone's eligible for these. And any NIL cards out of here, plus 2 $5 hitless credits. Plus we got 2, I'm going to give away 2 end of season fantasy spots. So stay tuned. Well, listen, we have one more box of Prism I want to rip. And we'll get to it, but I'm hoping to wait till like a game day or something like that. I tried to get some No Huddle to rip in between. I tried to buy some on Panini today. It sold out like instantly. Instantly sold out. I couldn't get it. No, none of our buddies could. Like there's a buddy of mine has a friend. I don't know the guy, but he's like a friend of a friend has a bot. He's like, he got 1 box. I don't get it. I don't understand what's happening. I'll take wild card over it. I just thought of it. I was like, we can rip wild card and get Stroud autos. You can't get Stroud autos in Panini, which is mind blowing. Romeo Doubs, 6 out of 10 going out to the Green Bay Packers. A Blazing member that 3D prints. Why don't we just buy a 3D printer? What do you want to 3D print? And Dontavian Wicks. That's Green Bay too, isn't it? Back-to-back Green Bay? That's not good collation. He's not the dude that got suspended, is he? Is he the dude that... Who got suspended for going out? Yeah, so that's Packers. Ah, for card stands. We can just order some. Dual graphics. Cameron Latu and Luke Schoonmaker. We know Schoonmaker's for the Cowboys. Let's see who Cameron Latu goes to. Niners and Cowboys. So, the Niners is actually Mike, who is a Cowboys fan. And Cowboys is Randy Coda, who I want to say is a Cowboys fan as well. So we'll random that up as well. And for the Chicago Bears, 69, 6 out of 9. Dick Butkus on the trade for the Chicago Bears. A little Dick Butkus. And Nick, to go back to my point, this is why I like the smaller breaks. You get to random up the teams every couple boxes. This break was 25 a spot. The last break was 22 a spot. We have a 20 a spot break. To me, we could do, 6 breaks. I could get 6 breaks in for 150 spots. You get 6 different teams. You get a variety of boxes. To me, I would just rather do something like this. And look at this. I mean, we got 4 solid autos out of this, plus some nice parallels, things like that. We have some cards to random up yet. So hang with me here for a minute. Don't go anywhere. We got 2 $5 hitless credits, and we got some stuff to do with postseason fantasy spots. I'll try to get through this quickly. We got the Jalen Hyatt out of 125, and out of 5, Brian Burns, 2 out of 5. We got these Zay Flowers out of 249, Charlie Joyner out of 50, Tyree Wilson out of 100, Devonta Smith out of 150. We got the Quentin Johnson Orange Disco, Miles Adams Sanders, full name for Carolina. We got the Anthony Richardson Gridiron Kings and a pair of Bryce Youngs, 1 base, 1. And listen, man, we opened like 4 boxes of Prism and I think got 1 of these, 4 boxes of Prism, got 1 of these. And then we got the Orange Disco, probably a $50 card itself right there. So our blasters and megas have been good to us. Now, this does not count as a hit, but Alan Page of the Minnesota Vikings, Dare to Tear, going out to, that's Michael Sinek. And then Tank Dell for the Houston Texans, that is a hit, going out to Frank Bernath. He has been itching for some NT baseball. We'll get to that this week. Devin Acham for the Miami Dolphins, going out to Matt Menser. And then we have the Dontavian Wicks and the Romeo Daubs, rising stock, and a Valiant out of 6 and out of 10 going out to the Green Bay Packers. Lonnie, there you go, Lonnie, a little double threat for you. Darnell Washington for the Pittsburgh Steelers, going out to Nick Hughes. And Desmond Ridder, Atlanta Falcons. I don't know if he'll be there next year. Let's see who they bring in as a coach. Brian Robinson for the Washington Commanders, going out to Jeff Kellington. And then we have the Chris Aladukin, Kansas City Chiefs Hitman. Boo. Boo. Tanner McKee for the Philadelphia Eagles, going out to Jason Mello. I will tell you this, Jamie. You know one thing I'm not going to do? I'm not going to do anything to the Terrible Tau. I've learned my lesson. I don't have to make the mistake to learn my lesson. I've seen it happen to too many people. I'm not messing with that Terrible Tau. Kansas City Chiefs, George Karlaftis going out to Hitman as well. For the New York Giants, that's a good one there too. Kayvon Thibodeau going out to James Eisman. That is an 8 out of 25. And we got the Butkus, Dick Butkus, Chicago Bears on the trade, going out to Jeff Kellington. That is numbered out of 9. Vernon Davis out of 100 for the San Francisco 49ers, going out to Mike. And we got the 2 for the Jets, Garrett and Sauce. Garrett Wilson out of 15 and Sauce out of 15 as well. Wow. 14 out of 15, 2 out of 15. There you go. 2 different parallels, both out of 15. New York Jets going out to Don Wiley. Now, we do have a 2-player card. We're going to random that. I don't think anyone's going to split that. We also have 4 NIL cards. Let's see, out of 5, out of 40, out of 40, out of 25. We're going to go in this order right here. I'll do the 2-player card first, then do the NILs. We'll do the 2 $5 hitless credits, and then we'll do the 2 postseason fantasy spots. Guys, I already have the Frenzy number 2 randomed up, but I do have to check payments for the final break, the 20-spot break. If you haven't done that yet, please get it in. I would like to get that random up. I don't want to have to be messaging people. 2-player card, min roll 5. Cameron Latu. Oops. Oh, I cleared it. Motherfucker. 2-player card, top name wins, Cameron Latu and Luke Schoonmaker. I don't know if I spelled that right, but we're going with it. Dude, what is with that terrible towel curse? Like, we've seen it, right? Although putting on someone's cheesehead seems to work. Schoonmaker for the Cowboys. There you go. Dallas Cowboys going out to Randy Coda. I think he is a Cowboys fan, too. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you're in here, Randy. All right. Everyone eligible for this. Oops. These count as hits. And Dallas Cowboys, you get a hit there. This is a Cameron Rising. Min roll 5 on all these. Everyone's eligible. The Bucks and the Raiders. Just the Bucks. Joe Thompson. That's right. These aren't $5 hitless credits. These are cards. Bucks. Joe Thompson getting that one. Next one up is Tyler Van Dyke. Min roll 5. Everyone eligible. Again, guys, come back in and hang out. We're giving away that $50, $100, or $200 credit. You don't have to be in the break to vote, but you have to be in a break to have a chance at the credit. But you can always come in and win one of one. Nick Hughes won $20 credit last break. That's Larry with the Falcons. He already had a hit. He wasn't in lap break, but he's in this one. But he won $20 credit for guessing the Dalton Kincaid one of one last break, and he wasn't even in the break. Max Johnson, min roll 5. And no one wanted to take a shot with me? Come on, man. Where are you at? Where are you at, Jeff? Panthers. Carolina Panthers getting that one. That's going to be Jeremy Wilson. We'll hit you with that right there. And last one before we do 2 $5 hitless credits and then those postseason fantasy spots. This is going to be the Adonai Mitchell. Let's go ahead and do the Raiders. Raiders is going to go to Richard Myler. All right. Now we're going to do 2 $5 hitless credits. By the way, 2 $5 hitless credits. By the way, make sure you come in, do your one-on-one guesses, vote for the games. I'll try to post it on our main page. Top 2 and $5 hitless credits. Here we go. And then we're going to give away 2 postseason fantasy spots. 1, 2. All right. Final round is Colts and Saints. It's going to be Joseph Taylor and Rob Palacia, each winning $5 hitless credit. Everyone eligible for this. 2 postseason fantasy spots. We're going to have to figure out what to do. Postseason FanDuel, we're going to do top 2 on this. Figure out something to start giving away in after football is over. We obviously can't start giving away fantasy spots for the next season already. It's going to be the Vikings and the Titans. That is going to be Michael Sinek and Colt Martin. Neither one of those had spots, so we're good. All right, guys, I'm going to go. You'll send another vid. I'll start the next breakout with it, all right? We're going to go ahead and clean this up, and I'll be right back. Let me check on the 20 spot break, and we're going to do both of those then. See you guys soon. Come in and hang out.